What did I say to piss you off this time, baby?
Who is the Negro in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood. In your neighborhood, I say, who is the Negro in your neighborhood when you're running from his ass each day?
Black people don't hope, we wish.
Something that crazy could only come from you.
Right now you live in beliefs. You want to believe things. Belief is ignorance. Right knowledge is to know. You understand that? Belief is ignorance because belief is the acceptance of things that you do not know. And every one of your prayers end with Amen. Let me hear you say amen. Oh, let me hear you say amen. Amen, which is the ancient Egyptian god Amun, and the Ra was the sun in us as the original people of the sun. And we roam the earth millions of years, 17,050,000 years exact, before Adam was created 49,000 years ago. Now, we don't know good people from bad. We don't know good food from bad. We don't know good music from bad. We don't know anything, and we were the ones who knew everything. And so they put us under a spell. What kind of spell? The spell of ghost worship. You understand? Ghost worship. And they said gospel, ghost spell. All you know is what they told you, and you have belief in what they told you. When we were in our right state of Elohim, we didn't have beliefs. We knew because we were the gods that everybody worshipped. They made us hate the rising of the sun by telling us, make sure you don't make fudge while the sun is rising. That's because we were sun people. People trying to get away from the sun made us start hating the sun. How'd they make you hate your hair? No, by telling you to pick cotton. The moment we stop combing our hair and pressing our hair and putting our feet on the grass again, things are going to start opening. We lost our eye and our life is dim.
Oh shit, you know they flying over my house once again and searching the neighborhoods for the crazy black man. That's right, from New York to Jamaica to Cali to Japan, Domo live from Ground Zero. It's the fastest 30 minutes on air, your radio show. Shall I say it? Shall I say it? Shall I spray it? Yes, it's BUSTDAT AZZ Radio, 83.17 FMX, bitches, and you know the X stands for you never saw me coming when you never saw where I was at it, dumbass. Yo, Black Lenny Bruce on the loose, who's better than that bald and mini me two pump chump you call a boyfriend. And yes, I'll run rings out of that ass like Saturn, so test me, bitch. And if I say anything to offend you, then you know I'm doing my motherfucking job, because you have the option of turning me off when I keep turning you on again and again and again. Let's ride, bitches. Okay, so let's roll up into this shit real quick, what we call LA racist entitlement. All right, here's the question. If I gave you $2 and you went out and spent like $8 to justify what little the $2 did to erase or ease a stressful situation, does it mean that I'm just ignorant to the fact that the ties to organized crime exist to such expenditures, or is this a case of cumulative legitimate rape? You be the judge. Like a 40 ounce of castor oil, bitches in this fucked up city are overdosing on the gang rape of its supporting communities. Check this shit out. City Administrative Officer Miguel Santana proposed a number of tax hikes, including on entertainment, sports tickets, and sales tax. But reluctantly, the city council, in a 12-1 vote, only expressed interest in two proposals: doubling the documentary transfer tax paid when homes are sold, and increasing the parking occupancy tax. Increasing the documentary transfer tax from $4.50 per 1,000 of the home's value at the time of sale to $9 per 1,000 would bring in an extra $100 million. Increasing the parking tax from 10% to 15% will bring in another $45 million. Where's the money coming from? Well, according to Councilman Dennis Zine, or whatever the fuck his name is, who was the only vote against further studies, is quoted saying, quote unquote, "The city council is asking too much of its residents. The governor is asking voters to raise taxes in November, and the federal government will be looking to raise taxes. People are paying $4.18 a gallon for gas. On my block, that shit is damn near $5, so don't believe the fucking hype. They simply can't afford more taxes. This is a terrible time to raise taxes. If we go ahead with this, there will be a huge backlash against us. Let's be realistic. When I said design, look at my sanitation fee. What happened to that money? I think that I think that's what people are asking. Unquote. All right, you know where I'm going with this. All right, what the fuck? Okay, most of the money ended up expanding the LAPD Nazi unit. The fucking council has some shit on their back burner, and that should mean that this meets with public resistance, such as a tax on tickets to sporting and entertainment events, and general increase in the sales tax and increase in the hotel bed tax. Where the fuck did they come up with this shit from? All right, so out of the $200 million from the trash fee, the pigs got a priority pay increase of $800 million. For what? Well, let's look at the fucking expenditures. All right, horse patrols in urban streets and alleyways, Segway cops too fat to chase a motherfucker over a fence, souped up police cruisers that are more show than go. Okay, more military terrorist training against the public it seeks to serve rather than protect. Motherfuckers is about to be railroaded, and guess what? 55% of the black and brown community of idiots are habitual renters and have no comprehension until they're behind bars like the assholes they are. Don't know, and plus they don't know how to vote or have lost the right to do so. Okay, here's my message. Hey, Black Guerrilla family, Bloods, Crips, multiple Mexican gangs of no unity whatsoever. You guys are drastically dumber than I dare give you credit for. Okay, with your brilliance and tribal ignorance, it's no wonder you lost out in the political body of organized crime. The word here is organized, which lacks the depth of your remote inclusion into humanity. Never mind the epic fails of political corruption on Bustamante and the heroin burritos off of somebody's ass crack. That shit is subpar at best. Try finding out what happened to the money. Get it back and support your communities by taking it from them. Not the ugly hoes or chemically abused idiots. You're butt fucking on the sly, you bunch of fucking fags. Yes, you sag, you fag. Call it like it is. Okay? When the overly paid law enforcement still treats you like shit and you're doing what the monkey shows you, it's obvious of which monkey you represent. Speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil, or just plain stupid and evil. Okay? Stop overt taxation and petition the new tax laws, or pack your shit and get the fuck out. It's that fucking simple. Think about it, people. I'll be black after this.
You have a toxic attitude. I believe it's time you faced the authentic self.
It's 6 o'clock a.m. Do you know what your job is?
Work a man, work a woman, buzz the beehive. The king's plan, the whole hours from lunch break, we celebrate, bellyache, belligerent to escape anywhere but here. Yup, we're all stuck by the end of the week. Good luck, don't miss the book, there's only traffic when you work for a ticket. Ooh, it's got me steaming on my freedom, so I'm sick on it. 8 o'clock, occupied, every weekend, nullified. 12 hours a day, crucified, and at the start of it all, I lose my mind.
Holy shit, I tell you, gotta love the quick wins, boy. That's right. Mosquitoes! Facebook report, fat bitch eating dick! Okay. Yeah. The amazing things I find on my Facebook are not only crazy, but interesting indeed. Sent in from Paradise Gray. A news report of the coming white revolution. As former Marine Brandon Robb sentenced up to 30 days in a psych ward over Facebook post. Chesterfield County Police Department said, quote unquote, when we left, we had not arrested him. We had not placed him in our hands. We had not placed our hands on him. We did not detain him, and we did not charge him. Okay, what the fuck? Freedom of speech is now punishable with a trip to the rubber room. Okay? Okay. This shit is fucking crazy. I mean, so in other words, threats against the government and the president and so forth will get you caught up by the CIA and the FBI and Secret Service. They are listening. So as they would say on the news media, Be careful of what you tweet. Be careful of what you say on Facebook. You know something? Fuck you. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. All right. This in from the campaign for the restoration and regulation of hemp. A pic of all of our favorite stars who have died from legal chemicalization. It says, quote unquote, something doesn't make sense, and that's on the top of it. On the middle is an array of dead celebrities who OD'd on chemical drugs and alcohol. You know, from like Arla Vang, whatever the fuck her name is, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Anna Nicole Smith. Yeah, everybody died from chemical drugs and alcohol. And there's only one frame of Cheech and Chong says still smoking. Okay, are we getting this at all? All right, let's go. Let's review this, okay? God is perfect, man is not. Man made whiskey, but God made pot, dumbass. And finally, for all of you decapitated murder burger eaters out there, and that's right, y'all motherfuckers are definitely eating the murder burger like there's no fucking tomorrow. Look at the obesity rate, you're fucking killing it. All right, from longtime ass buster Casey Govea, she questions if people still eat this shit. All right, it's a pic post of desperate farmers turning to feeding their cattle candy loaded with corn syrup. Okay. Look at the trail of obesity and psychosonomacy that exists and ask yourself, how soylent will the slaughterhouses be when mad cow disease is finally manufactured by man? I mean, it was manufactured the first fucking time, so everybody thought it was like nature when they disguised the shit under the cover. Unfortunately, we are now making our own mad cow disease, and guess what? That makes the rest of you motherfuckers stupid and crazy. Keep eating that beef, bitch. Ha ha.
To resist. We believe that as a people living in the United States, it is our responsibility to resist the injustices done by our government in our names. Not in our name will you wage endless war. There can be no more deaths, no more transfusions of blood for oil. Not in our name will you invade countries, bomb civilians, kill more children, letting history take its course over the graves of the nameless. Not in our names will you erode the very freedoms you have claimed to fight for. Not by our hands will we supply weapons and funding for the annihilation of families on foreign soil. Not by our mouths will we let fear silence us. Not by our hearts will we allow whole peoples or countries to be deemed evil. Not by our will and not in our name. We pledge resistance. We pledge alliance with those who have undergone attack for voicing opposition to the war or for their religion or ethnicity. We pledge to make common cause with the people of the world to bring about justice, freedom, and peace. Another world is possible, and we pledge to make it real.
Mad shit. I tell you, it's straight mad shit. Okay, found this very interesting, but I'm going to put it on Blacka Borka. Okay, let's see. Republican VP nominee Paul Ryan. Guess what, everybody? He had a black ex-girlfriend. Okay, and I know how she became his ex. She was a bitch. What else? All right. Well, here's a well-known phrase. Okay, that has become a punchline. When someone finds himself on the ropes facing an allegation of racism, the go-to reflex defense is usually along the lines of, quote unquote, but some of my best friends are black. Translation, that means, quote and unquote, I can't possibly be racist or racially insensitive because there are black people I like and they like me. So there. Okay, I mean, come on. Elitist denial is on an all-time fucking high. All right, you're just doing that shit to fucking keep your ass from getting beat. All right, many of us are so used to hearing this and frankly dismissing it. I mean, let's look at the list of double standard crackers, shall we? There's Lou Dobbs, enemy to immigrant issues but has a Mexican wife and kids, and the ever so popular Strom Thurmond, enemy to black education, but has a black daughter from fucking a maid that was just jailbait status. All right. And who could forget our founding fathers?